The international break is coming to an end with the FA Cup returning this weekend. Finally, we've got club football back. And do you know what? The transfers in the last couple of days have been very, very bold. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the verge of joining Real Madrid and another Spanish club. Another Spanish club are interested in another player from the Premier League. And as you can guess, by the thumbnail, Christian Romero is Atletico Madrid's dream signing. And Diego Simeone is desperate to bring him to Atletico Madrid. Where does this leave Tottenham after a diabolical season? I am not surprised players like Christian Romero would want to leave Tottenham. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. We're steamrolling our way towards 50,000 subscribers. And as it stands, we are about 31 away from 48,800. And do you know what? Today has been a very, 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 very busy day. And I went onto the socials. I did a video earlier talking about Trent Zubimendi. And I've looked, and what do we have here? Now, I'm not going to lie. This really did piss me off. We are now in a position, Tottenham, where due to the unlikely event of Tottenham finishing Europe next season, players like Christian Romero, players like Udogie, players like Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, Mickey van de Ven, I honestly believe will want to be playing in Europe's best competitions, the Europa League and the Champions League, and we will see more and more of this the longer we are out of European competitions. And the longer we keep this manager, the more this is going to happen. Matti Moretto is a very, very, very good journalist and a very reliable source. Major breaking. Atletico Madrid is considering the option of signing Cuti Romero from Tottenham. He is a dream signing favoured by Diego Simeone. Now, Romero, for me, screams Simeone signing. One, he's Argentine. Not that means a lot in today's game. Not as in not Argentine don't have good players, but a player playing for the same, representing the same country as the manager is from. Two, he will run through a wall for you. Three, he sits to Simeone style. Shithouse, is somewhat reliable. But why has this annoyed me, you're going to say? Well, Tottenham could be on the verge of losing their vice-captain. We are only goal difference above 16th in the Premier League. We are a terrible footballing side that is hanging on to the Europa League for dear life. Everyone keeps saying, oh, Henry, you're still being negative, Romero, etc., etc. We are goal difference above the Premier League, above the 16th in the Premier League. This is going to happen more and more and more. Daniel Levy's inability to proactively pursue our top targets in the transfer window, having poor manager, has put us in this predicament, an injury crisis, and then our best centre-back comes out, doesn't come out. Our best centre-back is coming out, being linked with a move to Atletico Madrid, and I can see that happening. We all know Christian Romero is not favoured. I personally believe he doesn't like playing that much for Tottenham. I think he prefers when he has to play for Argentina. He may want to move to Spain. Atletico Madrid will be in the Champions League next season. He'd be a massive upgrade on Clement Longley. There's a better opportunity for him to win trophies. But how have we got in this predicament? Why is Ange Postecoglou still the Tottenham manager? How is this happening? This football club is a disgrace. 15 defeats in 29 games. If we lose to Chelsea, which, let's be honest, is probably going to happen, it will be 16 defeats in 30. And the manager's still here. And then you've got players like Christian Romero being heavily linked to Atletico Madrid. It's simply not good enough. Simply not good enough. And we're sitting here right now. I'll be honest. We're sitting here right now. If Romero goes, you can't rely on Van der Ven next season to play 38 Premier League games under this manager. He will be broken by the end of next season. You can't rely on this board to consistently go out and back a manager and give him the right tools to do the job. And you also can't really rely on players like Ben Davies for 38 games a season. Nothing is going to change, in my opinion, until Ange Postecoglou goes. If we're sitting here next season, early next season, and we've still got this guy in charge, we need to take a long, hard look at ourselves, at what we want to be. We need to take a long, hard look at ourselves. You know, another source has come out. Cuti Romero is willing to do his part to get out of Tottenham as long as Atleti are willing to pay, as long as Atletico are willing to make a strong investment. If we don't win the Europa League, I honestly believe this signing will happen. Tottenham, of course, will demand for a good fee. 50 million, I'd imagine, maybe 60 million. But do you honestly back this? Do you back this board to go out there and bring in an adequate replacement? Because I personally don't. Sammy Mockbell said yesterday, all current indications are that Tottenham want to get to the end of the season before reviewing the campaign and coming to a decision over Ange Postecoglou's future. However, results are likely to dictate how the club approaches the situation. What are we doing here? What do you mean results are likely to dictate? We've lost 15 games this season. We're out of the FA Cup. We lost, obviously, the League Cup's finished. We got knocked out of the semi-finals. I don't think we'll get past Frankfurt, and we're going to be sitting here, still in the quarterfinals. We're not going to get past them. Let's just be brutally honest. Like, what is happening here? I don't know. I'm annoyed that Ange is still here. I'm now annoyed that Romero's going. I'm annoyed that Daniel Levy just, in my opinion, doesn't really care about, this football club. Let's just call it for what it is. He can come out with whatever BS he wants, but, once again, we're selling one of our best players. We still haven't really done enough in the transfer market. It's just not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. Let's just be brutally honest. Let's just call it for what it is. It's not good enough. This football club needs to be serious. I'm sitting here right now. It's the 25th of March. We've got 2 months left of this season. We get through April, we get through May, and then the transfer window is open. We could be stuck in a situation where Tottenham finish 15th or 16th in a Premier League season. We've still got to go to Anfield. We've still got to go to Stamford Bridge. We've still got to go and play Forest. We've still got to play Molineux. We've still got to go to Villa and West Ham away. We've still got to play Brighton. Our record against the top 10 this season is absolutely shambolic. Nothing about this season right now tells me we're gonna end strong. And when you got one of our best players being linked to a move away, his head's going to be turned now. If this is 100% legit, and I believe Matty Moretto is a good source, then I don't trust this football club one bit. I really, really don't. Ange Postecoglou is an absolute disgrace, and now our best player, our best defender, our vice captain is being heavily linked to a move away to Atletico Madrid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nah. I'm sorry. Get rid of this situation. Get rid of flipping Ange Postecoglou, and we might see some light at the end of the tunnel. Because this is absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. We haven't got a game now till next Thursday. We still don't have a game for another, 10 days? Something like that. Yeah, 10 days, 9 days. Which means we wouldn't have had a game in something like 18 days. We last played our game on the 16th of March, which was 9 days ago, which was yet again another defeat in the Premier League. You know, we've only won one of our last 4 Premier League games. It's just, look, I can't be bothered. Just get rid of this manager and let's just see what's going to happen next season. Just get rid of this season. It's Europa League or bust. It's as simple as that.